What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with another Dokkan Battle video, and we need to talk about the most recent update, 5.23.0, that is coming to Dokkan Battle. I think this is Global and JP, but I haven't checked JP to be honest. But, most of these should be side by side. I don't think JP has any of this stuff yet. It's just we are pretty much sunk up. You can expect most of the time things will be pretty side by side anyway. But nevertheless, there's some really awesome stuff in here that I do want to talk about, and some things that I think are well overdue for the game's general quality of life. But the biggest thing that they're updating are those the Z panel missions that we got a while back. If you have been following the channel for any amount of time, you know I recently uploaded the old ones from my old channel. I uploaded them here so that people would have access to them, and it looks like they are getting a revamp. So it says here, says Operation Panel Missions. You will be able to attempt missions from different tabs at the same time and check the completion rewards of each board. So if I understand what this means right, so this gives you an example picture down here of what it's going to look like. You have a beginner tab, an intermediate tab, an expert tab, and so on and so forth. So essentially it seems like if you complete some of the expert stuff or the beginner stuff or all that, you'll just be able to receive rewards. And if you're well beyond like the beginner stage, so that was one of my biggest arguments with the original one when we got it, is there were just some regular basic things that most of us just could have blown out the window in no amount of time, but you had to just jump through a lot of silly hoops to get to it. I think Panel 4 was the one people still to this day message me about, just being weird and wonky and just unwieldy and hard to get the rewards for. It looks like you'll just be able to receive rewards if you accomplish it either along the way, or basically it's making these things just easier to achieve so you don't have to jump through a bunch of hoops and just generally make everything a pain like it has been. The Greatest Warrior, which can be attempted after you complete the tutorial, will be revamped into panel missions that are categorized into the following difficulties: beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert. So like we talked about. And as I said, it seems like if you just get some of the expert stuff done and it ticks off the beginner stuff, you don't have to do it 2 or 3 times over, which is one of the biggest pains with the prior system. Just anything to make life easier. Also, notice here, it says access the event by tapping this little Gohan image on the home screen. So there'll be a home screen, a lot like there's for a lot of other events, that you can just click on and get to this rather than having to jump through a bunch of hoops and, click a whole bunch of different things. It's just basically a way to make this whole thing a lot simpler and a lot more, really user-friendly, because that's kind of been the biggest issue with this in the past, is the lack of user-friendliness. You can still attempt Revamp Greatest Warriors, which will be available in multiple difficulties, even if you've completed the previous grids. So in other words, if you've completed the previous panel missions, you'll get all new missions, and that's really, really nice. So it looks like these are a separate set of rewards that you will get on top of what you've kind of already done, which means we may have to complete a few things, but it sounds like it's going to be a lot easier than it was last time, because last time it took forever to do. Certain missions will be automatically completed, as I said before, once you kind of get a few things along the way, or maybe it's stuff that we completed a long time ago, or you even just complete while you're doing something else, it'll automatically give you the reward, which is fantastic. So we'll see how encompassing that is, if that includes anything from the past, or if it all has to be basically brand new. Don't know, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You can still attempt content that you have unlocked by completing the previous Greatest Warriors. So in other words, people that are mid-panel on the old missions will still be able to complete those missions, which is really nice. Now, it doesn't really tell us whether or not the old missions will be included anymore. You do these missions, will it just check off all those boxes? Which is what I'm thinking it'll be, based on what it says there, what'll most likely happen. Or if just people that have done it, people that haven't done it just won't get alerted for it. Which would kind of suck, but, that's life, I guess, at some point. I'm willing to bet basically they'll just program it so the old one will just check things off like the new one does. Additionally, a addition of a screen that displays information about it. So this is a whole different thing. We're going on to a new section, and this is what I think one of the biggest quality of life changes to the game that is really, really, really going to help here. It says you will be able to check information on the enemies who appear on the stage before you attempt the stage. In other words, right now it'll just tell you, okay, well, there's like an extreme AGL on stage 1, and then stage 2 is an extreme strength, stage 3 is an extreme tech. Now it'll be like, yeah, there's like an extreme AGL, but it's Janemba, and hopefully it actually gives us like some health points and things like that. No, hopefully it's a little more encompassing. But right now, you just got to go, okay, well, I guess I'm prepared. I mean, it doesn't give you a lot of information. So if you're someone like me, I immediately jump over to the wiki and go, okay, cool. What is this actually? What are people actually like? What do the enemies actually look like? And hopefully it's giving us some more of that type of information. I don't think it'll be as detailed as the wiki is, obviously, but it'll at least tell you specifically who you're approaching and things like that. So it gives us a little bit more of a way to approach those battles. But all in all, a quality of life update that is absolutely much needed. Because most of the time you go in there and you go, I don't know who I'm facing. I know roughly what they're built like. And then you run it and you go, well, I got smacked around again. Great. Now at least I'm prepared. Or you do it the smart way, check the wiki. But now it seems like it's just going to give you all that information. Now, we don't know when the maintenance will be for this. As it says, stay tuned for the update. But it doesn't give us like a date or a time. And as of this moment, we don't exactly have the notification of the maintenance. But it does look like this is actually going to be in the App Store or Google Play or wherever you get your game from. So you'll have to go there to do the update and then play the game. I'm willing to bet tonight to reset, or even early tomorrow morning at the new reset times, we will probably get honestly, probably that more than anything else. We will get the notification of the maintenance, and it'll probably be about 48 hours out from then, give or take, or maybe 48 hours from tonight, because that's usually when these things happen. I don't think they're just going to drop it on us, but I do think they're going to update it at some point and let us know when that's going to be. I believe tonight or tomorrow, the new unit, the new LR drops, and we should have Super EZA and all that incoming. So I would imagine all that's probably going to come around the same time. So it probably will be pretty soon. So stay tuned. I'd have to double check when that banner said it was going to drop. I don't recollect off the top of my head, if I'm totally honest. But we've got new stuff incoming here very, very, very soon. So I'd expect this to be right around that same time. Maybe a little after, but this should be coming up real fast. Anyway, guys, like, comment, and share, and I will catch you guys on the next one.